Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's a good start.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Good morning.
Jesus.
Good morning.
Good morning. I just heard the most beautiful presentation, Cole, of number 45.
Beautiful.
Good morning.
Oh. Mm. Yeah. Yes. Lesson 45. God is the mind with which I think. Beautiful. Mm. God is the mind which I think. Mm. God is the mind with which I think. Hmm. 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 Mm.
God is the mind with which I think.
Mm.
Today's idea holds the key to what your real thoughts are. They are nothing that you think, just as nothing that you think you see is related to vision in any way. There is no relationship between what is real and what you think is real.
Mm.
Nothing that you think are your real thoughts. Resemble your real thoughts in any respect. Nothing that you think you see bears any resemblance to what vision will show you.
Yeah.
Mm.
You think with the mind of God. Therefore, you share your thoughts with Him as He shares His with you.
Mm.
They are the same thoughts because they are thought by the same mind. To share is to make alike or to make one. Nor do these thoughts you think with the mind of God leave your mind, because thoughts do not leave their source. Therefore, your thoughts are in the mind of God as you are. They are in your mind as well, where He is. As you are part of His mind, so are your thoughts part of His mind.
Where then are your real thoughts? Today we will attempt to reach them.
Mm.
We will have to look for them in your mind, because that is where they are. They must still be there because they cannot have left their source. What is thought but the mind of God is eternal, being part of creation? What is thought by the mind of God is eternal, being part of creation.
our 3 5-minute practice periods for today will take the same general form that we used in applying yesterday's idea. We will attempt to leave the unreal and seek for the real. We will deny the world in favor of truth.
mm,
We will not let the thoughts of the world hold us back. We will not let the beliefs of the world tell us that God would have us do is impossible. Instead, we will try to recognize that only what God would have us do is possible.
We will also try to understand that only God would have us do is what we want to do. And we will also try to remember that we cannot fail in doing what He would have us do.
mm,
There is every reason to feel confident that we will succeed today. It is the will of God.
So we already began repeating the idea to ourselves, which is God is the mind with which I think. And see if you can find any irrelevant thoughts of your own, keeping the idea in mind as you do so. Mm. Mm. God is the mind with which I think, because I can feel it. Mm. And after you added some 4 or 5 thoughts of your own, repeat the idea again, and then tell yourself gently, how? Gently. My real thoughts are in my mind. I would like to find them effortlessly. Then go past all the unreal thoughts that cover the truth in your mind and reach to the eternal. Do that now. Mm. Under all the senseless thoughts and mad ideas with which you have cluttered up your mind are the thoughts which you thought with God in the beginning. Remember? They are right there in your mind, completely unchanged. They will always be in your mind exactly as they always were. Everything that you have ever thought since then will change. But the foundation on which they rest is wholly changeless. And it is this foundation towards which the exercises for today are directed. Here, your mind is joined with the mind of God. Here are your thoughts, one with His. Mm. Anyone for this kind of practice?
For this kind of practice, only one thing is necessary.
Mm.
Approach it as you will an altar dedicated in heaven to God the Father and to God the Son. For such is the place you are trying to reach. You will probably be unable as yet to realize how high you are trying to go.
Mm.
Yet even with the little understanding you have already gained, you should be able to remind yourself that this is no idle game, but an exercise in holiness and an attempt to reach the kingdom of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
God is the mind with which I think. I'm complete.
Mm-hmm.
In the shorter exercise periods for today, try to remember how important it is for you to understand the holiness of the mind that thinks with God. Take a minute or two as you repeat the idea throughout the day to appreciate your mind's holiness. Stand aside, however briefly, from all thoughts that are unworthy of him whose host you are, and thank him for the thoughts he is thinking with you.
Beautiful. Hmm. 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 God is the mind with which I think. Wishing you happy Valentine's Day.
Today we celebrate love.
Beloveds of God. Thank you, darlings. We'll see you in 23 and a half hours from now. Ciao. Blessing. Ciao. Thank you.
Valentine's
Thank
Day.
you. Thanks so much.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank
Same
you.
to you. Happy
Thanks.
Valentine's
Love,
Day.
love.
Bye.
Love you all.
Happy Valentine's.
Love you.
Thanks, guys.
Great.
Way, way more.
Love, love, love.
Bye.
Thank you all.